Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another virtual Varsity. This evening, something a little special, and not just because James Ricks is here with us on the stage. It's because we're welcoming back the true encore of the virtual Varsity series that's been going on since last year. It's because we've got my favorite, Mr. Number First, as I like to call him, Tim Crosby, back in the building, and he has brought his friends with him. It's the Tim Crosby Trio. As always, I'd like to say thank you to Carbondale Tourism and Mike Harris at Country Financial. They're the ones that help us pay talent so that we can in turn bring talent to you, stream live into your home, to your phone, wherever you are, and ask you for a little bit of money to help keep us going along. So if you would, check out www.thevarsitycenter.org and click that donate button at the very top, whether it's $500 or $5,000. We're appreciative. Every dollar counts, and we appreciate you for them. As always, we've got a little ditty from Mike and Grant Harris at Country Financial to kick us off with the show. So we're going to play that through, and then we'll get right on into it. And as always as well, comment, say hi, interact during the show. We love to hear what you've got going on around the house, and the boys love to say hi in return to you while they're playing the show as well. A little bit of crowd work goes the distance, even in the digital space. Without further ado, from our folks at Country Financial.
Hello. Here in Carbondale, Illinois. We wanted to wish you all a very happy 2021, as well to be back here in the Varsity Center. Dad, what are we doing for the Varsity Center this year?
Well, you know, Grant, I really enjoyed every Saturday night the opportunity to watch some live entertainments from some local artists. Really felt good to be sitting there at home and watching that. And you know what I think? I think let's do it again.
I agree with you. This has really been a pleasure to still enjoy live music and entertainment from the luxury of our own home. But we actually are doing something else for the community here in Carbondale.
Yes, through the end of February, anyone that calls my office for a quote for auto, home, or life insurance will be entered into a drawing for one of 5 $100 Kroger gift cards. Let's give some money back to the community, too. No cost or obligation.
Yep. If you want to go ahead and give us a call on the number listed in between the screen, we can give you more details about this contest. But Dad, anything else you have for the audience members?
Yes, let's enjoy another show.
Well, when she called me out at night, I guess I could have told her no. Said, hey, thank you for the kind invite, but girl, I learned my lesson long ago. But instead I bet across the board to win or place or show. Why I laid that foolish money down, I guess I'll never really know. Well, she'd say she's all alone tonight. There'd be something in her voice. And my head knew that it wasn't right, but my heart said that we had no other choice. So on a motorcycle west of town, through a wall of wind and noise, slightly slower than the speed of light, fast enough to catch the joy. And she was all that I could handle, but sometimes what I could do was not enough. And we had us something special, but I wouldn't want to label it true love. All those crazy years together, I would never dare replace. Oh, as long as I remember, I was always saving grace. Well, her daddy was a preacher, Mama ran the Sunday school. All along they tried to reach her, and Grace really tried to follow all the rules. In the end they couldn't teach a girl stubborn as a mule. Guess they never really seen her. I thought she shined just like a jewel. Now some of us just drive on by, some are driven by the chase. And there are those of us afraid to try, and others living only for the race. But I knew the day she said goodbye, she was down to her last ace. So there really ain't no need to cry, that's the only saving grace. And she was all that I could handle, but sometimes what I could do was not enough. And we had us something special, but I wouldn't want to label it true love. All those crazy years together, I would never dare replace. Oh, as long as I remember, I was always saving grace. Oh, as long as I remember, I was always saving grace. Oh, there's nothing that I didn't try back when I was saving grace. Yee-wee.
Shoo.
Well, all right. Hi, everybody. It's good to be playing. It sure has been a long winter. And we're glad to be back. We're going to do a song here called Wondering. 6 count. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I've had tougher times, but it's hard to remember when the roses and the wine, well, they're running mighty thin. And I'm haunted by the shadow of what might have been. It leaves me wondering, it leaves me wondering. She don't care too much about anything. Ever since they closed the mines and we lost everything, they took the milk and honey and they left us the sting. They left us wondering. They left us wondering. They left us wondering. Left us wondering. Well, listen to the thundering. The farm is slowly falling apart, and the taxes still ain't been paid. Ain't got the money to fix it up or the strength for a new crusade. Well, I see the sheriff coming around, but I can tell he's afraid. I'll bet he's wondering. He should be wondering. Oh, yeah. I don't know what we did to get the short end of the stick. Seems our lives are burning down like a used up candle wick. Well, it's a same old magic show, and we fell for the trick. It left us wondering. It left us wondering. It left us wondering. Left us wondering. Well, listen to the thundering. He left us. I wonder where the future's gone. I could clearly see the lines that are being drawn. Trouble's coming, trouble's coming, trouble's coming on. Left us wondering. All right. That was fun.
Melissa Burkle on Facebook says, "Hey, I know that guy with the shiny head," and
Yep.
I can only imagine which shiny head she's talking
I
about.
say,
right
which
now.
one?
No, this is totally on the level. She's an old friend.
Grant Harris, our sponsor from Country Financial, is excited for the show tonight, and Varsity superfan Colleen Springer Lopez says, "Beautiful Southern Illinois sound, very nice."
Thank you guys for
you.
for taking the time to tune in, man. We're so thrilled to be here. You know, the Varsity kind of came into its own a couple years ago, and we got to play here, and we had people here.
People.
It was a different world, it seems like, but this is great too. It's so good to be back on this stage with two of my best friends. I want to introduce them real quick. They don't really need introductions around here. Everybody knows them. Ray Maring on the dobro and guitar tonight, and my buddy James Ricks on the tiny bass with the big sound. We're gonna do a little song here about smuggling marijuana. I'll just say what it is. That's what it's about. Back before it was legal here in town. This is called the Sherman County Jail. You ain't never seen nothing like the western skies out in Kansas in the fading light, when the whole thing turns an unearthly red and the sun settles down for the night. So I pulled the visor down in the rental car and fumbled for the switch and the light. We were headed out to Denver to pick up a load. Me and Willie had it all worked out. We had $7,000 and we'd done it before. before, but there wasn't much room for doubt. 'Cause you could smoke it out in Denver, but not back at home. And money's what it's all about. Oh, this Sherman County jail. Well, the judge won't set my bail, and I'm feeling it in my bones. Oh, mama, won't you bring me home from this Sherman County jail? It's my own sad, twisted tale, and it's happening right here at the Sherman County jail. Well, my baby didn't like it when I make these trips. She said I had the deadly sin of greed. But just a couple more times and I could walk away. We'd have all the money that we need. I wasn't doing no wrong, I wasn't hurting no one, no. We're talking about weed. But out in the rolling hills among the spinning windmills, I saw lights flashing right behind. It was the KHB pulling over me, and I figured that they had us this time. But when the trooper only warned us that our lights weren't on, well, it felt like Christmas time. But this Sherman County jail, well, the judge won't set my bail, and I'm feeling it in my bones. Oh, Daddy, won't you bring me home from this Sherman County jail? I put my soul on up for sale, and now the deed is owned by the Sherman County jail. Hey! Well, I didn't know that Willie had a gun with him, but I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. When he pulled the 38 out from under the seat, he shot the trooper right between the eyes. And Lord, everything I'd done right up until then had brought me to this moment in time. Well, we tried to run, but we didn't get far. I never really thought that we would. And they shot out the tires, they shot up the car, and shot Willie right where he stood. And now I'm standing in a courtroom in Goodland, Kansas, feeling misunderstood. Well, I'm in the Sherman County jail, where the judge won't set my bail, and I'm feeling dread in my bones. Oh, Sheriff, won't you let me go home from this Sherman County jail? Well, it smells like piss and fail, but it's my new home, this Sherman County jail. Oh, the judge won't set my bail, and I'm feeling it in my bones. Oh, Mama, won't you bring me home from this Sherman County jail? I'm dreaming of a horse that's pale while I lay my head down at the Sherman County jail.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
Me too.
Sounds like a nightmare, yeah.
They're going to make a movie someday, you know.
Lord, I hope not. It was a different time. It was a different time. Well, it's just very strange talking to people when there's no one here, but I know you guys are out there, so we're going to do, that was on the last CD we did, and the opening song today, Saving Grace. That's on the new CD we're working on right now. This one's on the new CD as well. This one came from the magical land known as Facebook in terms of inspiration. Good Lord, stay away from that place if you can.
Too late.
The place where you're watching the show on right now, stay away from it. It's the devil.
It's a good place to learn things about people's lives you don't really want to know.
You find out too much sometimes.
This one's called Just Made for Two. Well, I met Amy back in high school. Well, I thought she was sexy and she thought I was cool. You know, she liked boys, but she liked girls too. Well, that never mattered to this young fool. Well, when we got married, we were 22. And brother, it was an interesting honeymoon. Because Brenda's right there in every picture too. And love don't always come just made for two. Now some folks figure that we're kinda weird. Don't you know that some folks have lived their whole life in fear? We just mind our own business and love our way. We don't worry about the crazy things that people say. Well, I'll admit it wasn't quite the way I saw my life. No, I only wanted Amy to be my wife. But now Brenda's love is sweeter than the morning dew. And love don't always come just made for two. Don't you know that I love Amy and she loves me? Ooh, and Amy loves Brenda and Brenda makes three. Oh, and Brenda loves us all, we're a family. Well, we live our daily lives in harmony. And some folks think our life is a menage a trois. Don't you know that ain't really how it is at all? No, we got everyday problems just like you. And love don't always come just made for two. Love don't always come just made for two. Love don't always come just made for two. Yes. I hear you applauding.
Oh, they're at home. They are applauding. Sean
I
Josiah
hear him going for another beer.
on YouTube is saying hi. Epiphany Farrell, who somebody on this stage might know, says, I love this song. Dale Woolard says, sounding good, guys.
Hey, all right.
Ann Burns
Hey, Dale,
gives
what's up?
4 thumbs up.
All right.
And Dale says again, we hear you, pal. We hear you.
I know those people.
Those people exist.
I hold various opinions of each one of them. All good, of course.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, we're just so happy somebody's watching. We're gonna have fun tonight one way or another, but it's so much nicer if people are here. And we're gonna do a song. This one was on the last CD as well. That CD was called "Make Your Own Fun." I think this song is a song of self-knowledge, knowing your own limitations and failures, your proclivities for failure. This one's called "I Probably Will." Preacher told me not to drink cheap whiskey on my wedding day. An old man in a young man's game shouldn't act that way. And all this freedom comes with a price to pay. A price to pay. There's a price to pay. Susie used to like to show me all her brother's magazines. We were curious and just 14. And when she'd finish up, she'd wash me clean. Was that so wrong? 'Cause it sure felt right. Oh, it don't take long when they squeeze you tight. I'll do what I want till I get my fill. Oh, I hope that I don't, but I probably will. I was born the oldest son in a gang of 3. And Mama told me that my stubborn ways would get the best of me. And she don't tell no lies far as I can see. She don't tell lies. Mama don't tell lies. You'd been gone for years before the day you left. That boy sailed the hard way that I left adrift. It felt more like a gift and less like theft. Was that so wrong? 'Cause it sure felt right. Oh, it don't take long to rescue wrong from right. And no, I sure don't wish you no ill. Oh, I hope that I don't, but I probably will. Is this so wrong? 'Cause it sure feels right. Guess I'll play along, at least for tonight. Then I'll steal your heart and send you the bill. Oh, I hope that I don't, I probably will. Oh, I probably will. Yeah, I probably will. Oh, I probably will. probably will. I hope that I don't,
But
but I probably will.
Got some more folks tuning in on Facebook. Tom Mitchell says, fantastic show again.
Tom?
Melissa Burkle coming back saying, I'm applauding and talking to the phone. My family isn't so happy about it, though.
All right.
And then the good guys, Wally Hooker tuning in, says, we're watching.
Hey, well,
Stick Gilbert says, sounding great, guys. Loving it. Monty Smith saying, good to hear you again.
Hey, Monty. Good for you to check in, my friend. Well, that was fun. Let's. There's another song off that CD. This is probably one of my favorite tunes off that one. This one is called Almost in Love. Oh, it tugs at the heart and it troubles the mind. There's the one who you want and the one who you find. And it soars like a hawk, but it dies like a dove. Ain't that always the way when you're almost in love? It'll nag at you softly that something is wrong, like some words that are missing somewhere in a song. And it fits well enough, but not quite like a glove. No, you can't wear it well when you're almost in love. 'Cause it's hard like a stone, but it's too soft to build, and you're left with the promise that goes unfulfilled. Well, it's too high below and too low from above, and it's all out of reach when you're almost in love. So when something's that close and yet so far away, you don't want to leave, but it's too much to stay. And it'll cut like a blade as it numbs like a drug. No, you won't get out clean when you're almost in love. 'Cause it's hard like a stone, but it's too soft to build, and you're left with the promise that goes unfulfilled. Well, it's thicker than water and thinner than blood, and it's never enough when you're almost in love. Like a tree in the bottoms washed away by the flood. Well, the roots cannot hold when you're almost in love. Ain't that always the way when you're almost in love? Well, that was good. Thank you so much for that. Thanks again for tuning in. And we're going to do a song now. You know, it has been, the last 12 months have been really hard on a lot of people. And been hard on all of us to some extent, but some people have really taken it on the chin. People that we care about. We want to send this next song out to two people who are some of the biggest boosters of live music in Southern Illinois. We run into them all the time at our shows. And I know they go to a lot of other people's shows as well, and they're just the number one type of great people. And I know that Keith's been through hell recently, and right along with him, Ann has been right through it, and their children as well. So we want to send this one out. This is a song that Keith requests every time I see him. And we want to send this one out to Keith Burns right now and his wife Ann. This one's called Thunderstruck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it started raining on Christmas Day, and it kept it up for a week. And by New Year's Eve we had icy water spilling out of the creek. And by New Year's Day it was clear to me the ground couldn't hold no more. And there was talk about the Johnson Dam failing at the reservoir. Well, I spent up all my holidays with my dear Elizabeth. After years of holding back that tie, we could no longer hold our breath. Well, she had once belonged to my friend Tom, but that was back in July. Oh, our heart fills up and overflows, withers away and dies. But a flood in January ain't the same as one in July. It's unrelenting power and darkening fast when that water's rolling high. And that rain fell down all across our town, and it occurred to me, you see the light before you hear the sound. And baby, all it takes for a dam to break is a good hard rain and a little hard luck. We were thunderstruck. Well, the word come down that the dam might fail and we should all get out. But me and Tommy figured that we knew better. We never had a doubt, 'cause we'd spend our summers at that dam. It was where we'd press our luck. So we piled on in to have a look in his dad's old pickup truck. But when we got close, the water drowned the roads on up ahead. And I said to Tom, let's turn around before we end up dead. But my old friend stared straight ahead. There was pain there in his eyes. He said, I ain't afraid of a little rain. I ain't afraid to die. And that rain fell down all across our town, and it occurred to me, you see the light before you hear the sound. And baby, all it takes for a dam to break is a good hard rain and a little hard luck. We were thunderstruck. Oh, So Tom hit the gas and the water rose, pushed the truck off the road, and the current flipped us upside down as it ripped along and flowed. Well, I got out somehow, but I never saw my friend come up for air, and a shivering cold and about half drowned, I had to leave him there. Well, they found the truck down in Upshaw Creek when the waters did recede. Oh, but Tommy's body wasn't there. Some folks don't believe that I lost my friend, and I lost my girl, and I damn near lost my life. Oh, the rain falls down and the waters rise and fill my veins with ice. And then the rain fell down all across our town, and it occurred to me, you see the light before you hear the sound. And baby, all it takes for a heart to break is a good hard rain and a little hard luck. We were thunderstruck. Hey, yo, Keith, I hope you feel better soon, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Coming in from YouTube, we've got Kim Hainline and Danny Hainline, respectively. Kim says, you guys sound great with a couple claps. And Danny says, good to see y'all together again. Sounds great. Wish we were there. And Ann Burns coming in with some big purple hearts saying, thank you so much for the song and the sweet words.
All right. Our pleasure. Good to hear from folks up north. All right. Well, we're going to do another one here. This little broken-hearted tune. I was kind of broken-hearted when I wrote this song. Not in the romantic sense, just in general. But a broken heart is a broken heart. This one's called Second Best. Hang no pictures on these walls. Don't wanna feel nothing at all. Oh, I used to run, but now I crawl. Ever since I took the fall. So pour some whiskey in my cup, 'cause I'm her favorite runner-up. Only she can make me understand I'm nothing but an also-ran. Oh, I never tried so hard before. Walking circles on the floor, pounding wildly on her door, praying God don't let it hurt no more. Oh, I passed the test better than most the rest, and I'm still second best. There's no running from the past. At least I didn't come in last. So I'll push it down till I don't feel anything that might be real. Then the panic will set in. Think of her alone with him. Oh, there must be some kind of mistake that's causing my poor heart to break. 'Cause I never cried like this before. I'm pacing circles on the floor, pounding wildly on her door, praying God don't let it hurt no more. Oh, I passed the test, better than most of the rest, but I'm still second best. Oh, I never tried so hard before. I'm walking circles on this floor, pounding wildly on her door, praying God don't let it hurt no more. Oh, I passed the test, better than most of the rest, I'm still second best. Yes, I passed the test, better than most of the rest, I'm still second best. Boy, that was quiet. Mm-hmm. All right. I love playing with these two guys. We haven't been playing together as much as we did before the pandemic, but we still try to get together once a week. At least we have been recently, and we're gonna have a lot of shows coming up as well. So, check our Facebook page, check my Facebook page. I'll tell you where we're gonna be. We get around quite a lot. I'm going to do another song here off the last CD. This is a good old jail tune, I guess you could say. This is called Visiting Hours. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, Well, tonight we meet on the video screen. I can't believe how much you look like me. Your eyebrows and that dark brown hair, and now mine's all gray or not even there. Well, I signed the books and I'll show ID, but you don't know what it does to me. November in the county jail, $11,000 bail. Well, I sit here on this metal stool. Oh, it hurts my back, but that's the rule. And all the people here look sad and grim. I guess now I'm one of them. But that time out west you almost died. At least you're safer here inside. I tried in vain for years to set you straight. Now visiting hours are 6 to 8. Well, darkness forks upon the board, but it's left you locked up in the cold. And no money comes without a risk, but you sure ain't getting rich like this. And I remember it was a strange affair when those Utah cops didn't even care. No, you had pounds of stuff and stacks of dough. They just took it all and they let you go. Oh, they've lied for years to you and me. They owe us an apology. But here you sit locked up behind their gates. We're visiting hours are 6 to 8. Well, 30 minutes have come and gone. Sometimes that seems a bit too long, 'cause you put yourself in this bad way. There ain't nothing left but the price to pay. And you broke your little sister's heart. So don't cry for me, don't even start. Ooh, I fear I'm turning cold and hard, like the cinder blocks in steel bars. But I'll put some cash on your account, the normal nominal amount. I won't leave you abandoned to your fate. We're visiting hours of 6 to 8.
Yes. Speaking of visiting hours, we got visitors on Facebook saying all sorts of nice things. Kathy Loomis coming in saying, love it. Y'all are just what I needed tonight. Joanna Gray, Almost in Love is my favorite too. Enjoying the show tonight. That was
God
from a
bless
few
her.
minutes ago. Union County Sal and Lonesome Roy are enjoying the show.
UCS,
Thank
we
you.
miss you both.
Jesse Payne, who was just on the stage a couple weeks ago, says, great playing, fellas. And Sharon Lawless, thank you much.
Hello, Sharon.
Needed.
Yeah. And Jesse, I saw a little bit of their show. Wow, those guys can play.
Ain't that the truth?
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, man. What means everything to us, I can tell you. We have this is a song I wrote during the pandemic. I haven't written a whole lot, actually. I've read about a lot of people who are writers of fiction and songwriters. And a lot of them have been just kind of thrown off by this whole thing, which is really weird.
I'll tell you, man, from a comedian standpoint, you can make jokes all day long in conversation about this stuff, but it's not easy to write right now.
No, it's for
just
some
not.
reason it's been kind of tough. But so one thing we did, we've been working from home. We're very lucky and blessed to be able to do that. So many people have not been able, and they've suffered a lot for that. But when quitting time would come around, we would pour ourselves a drink and go out and sit with our chickens and talk about deep subjects like the afterlife. And I guess that's where I came up with this song. We would have all kinds of ideas of what it might be like. And we'd get done talking about it. I'd say, well, I don't know for sure, but I hope that's how it is. And that's the name of this song. It's on the new CD. Goes like this. Well, I hope that it's my grandpa who's the first to greet me there. And Grandma's sitting by his side in her favorite rocking chair. So it's a place to hug your family and drown in happy tears. And I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. And I hope that you and I live on a farm with rolling hills. And you ride that special horse again until your heart is filled. So it's a place to climb up in the saddle and leave behind your fears. And I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. Well, I hope that's how it is when our life here disappears. No golden harps and angels, just whiskey shots and beers. Well, life could be a sad parade of painful souvenirs. So I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. Well, Prince and Prine and Petty will be there playing all their songs. And their many friends will have the chance to dance and sing along. So it's a place to meet your heroes and join in on their hymns. And I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. Right. And I'll meet a dark-haired little boy who left us all too soon, catching fish in his bare feet on a summer's afternoon. So it's a place where all the pain is gone and joy that never ends. And I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. I hope that's how it is when our life here disappears. No golden harps and angels, just whiskey shots and beers. Well, life is just a sad parade of painful souvenirs. So I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. Oh, I hope that's how it is when our life here disappears. No golden harps and angels, just whiskey shots and beers. Well, life is just a sad parade of painful souvenirs. So I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. I don't know this for sure, but I sure hope that it is. That's a new song. All right. Nathan, time is just flying by.
Time does that these days, Tim. Time does that these days.
How long have we been playing?
You've been playing for 1 hour, 7 minutes, 34, 35, 36 seconds.
Okay, thank you for that very exact. What do you work for NASA or what?
Hey man, they let me in on the Mars lander here this past week. It was a hoot.
Buttons over there, big guy. Here's a song off our very first CD, and one of the best things about this one was, it describes finding love later in life, but also some friends of ours up north made this one their wedding song. I don't know if Mike and Jenny are watching tonight. I'll let them know. This one's called Like No Other. Though for us it's not the first time. It's not our first trip to the show. And that's what gives me some perspective. Darling, that's the way I know. I want to know contentment that I could do with you. Under your sweet spell of enchantment, all bright and new. I see you out there in the sunshine. I see you drenched in autumn light. I picture me right there beside you. I feel the way you hold me tight. Unadulterated happiness shines in your eyes. You bring me joy the way no other has in all my life. We'll walk along this path together, make up for lost time along the way. Through cloudless skies on nasty weather, day by day. I love you like no other, like no other. Love you like no other. There's nothing that I'll take for granted. There's nothing I won't do for you. Yes, my feet are firmly planted, baby. I'm resolute that we pull through. Always knew that you were out there waiting for me. Oh yeah. Still better late than never. Now we're free. Free to live the life we're meant to. Free to win or lose each day. We'll only think of our tomorrows, not yesterday's. I love you like no other, like no other. Love you like no other. Like no other, like no other. Love you like no other. Ooh. Yeah. All right. All right. It's so weird having just dead silence when we're done. Takes some getting used to.
This is, honest to goodness, my favorite comment that anybody has ever made on any of these virtual varsities so far. Melissa came back and said, after this last hour, I'm starting to think this isn't varsity drag. And that's mainly probably because Rick's doesn't have his wig on.
Right. Julie wouldn't let me take it out of the house tonight. Loretta is not here. It's public service announcement time, apparently.
Well, I know a lot of people out there have tattoos. And there's nothing wrong with that. Tattoos are great. There are some rules, and we always like to We like to serve our community by serving as bad examples. You know, the wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So here's one. Here's a great big mistake for you. Don't ever get your lover's name put on your skin. This song's called Tattoo. Well, I never got into the tattoo thing. I got some friends who are. I'll never be as cool as them, no. I'll never go that far. But there was this time a few years back. I thought I'd give it a try. And every time I see it now, makes me roll my eyes. See, it was our anniversary, and I was short on cash. So I went down to the tattoo joint and got your name put on my ass. And it was supposed to be kind of a joke that only you could see. But years later we broke up. I guess the joke's on me. And that tattoo on my ass is all I got left to you. I guess it's kind of sad and it's kind of funny too. But I cannot think of a better place to immortalize your name than right there on my ass, the same place you were a pain. Well, years ago I got you diamonds and pearls and took you on vacations too. But this was only costing $50. Who knew? So I dropped my pants and hopped up on the table. In 20 minutes it was through. And I thought to myself, oh, what a bargain, it'll last forever too. Wait a minute, forever? Well, you see, tattoos fade if they're not cared for, and love will too. And a couple of years on up the road, I had enough of you. And so I left, and you got to keep the house, the money, even my dog too. Oh, but that's okay, honey, I got to keep the tattoo. Yes, that tattoo on my ass is all I got left to you. And I guess it's kinda sad and it's ironic too, but I cannot think of a better place to immortalize your name than right there on my ass, the same place you were a pain. Well, my dad's got one of a screaming eagle from the 101st Airborne. And my girlfriend's got horses and peacocks, and her sister wants a unicorn. And some of my friends have so damn many, people think they're insane. But me, I've got the name of a girl who only ever brought me pain. That's okay, love leaves a lot of scars, mostly on the heart. In my case, it's gonna leave its mark where God split me apart. Oh, but life goes on, I learned my lesson, never do that again. Can someone recommend a tattoo artist to cover up my sins? 'Cause that tattoo on my ass is all I got left to you. And I guess it's kinda sad and it's kinda funny too, but I cannot think of a better place to immortalize your name than right there on my ass, the same place you were a pain. Yes, there's a tattoo upon my ass proves I was insane. Take that one to heart. It's recoverable.
You can erase them these days.
Recoverable or coverable? Yes.
Well, thank you guys again for tuning in. And stay with us. We've just got a couple more left for you tonight. Again, I'm here with Ray Maring on the dobro and guitar and James Ricks on the bass.
Pleasure
And both
being
of these fine gentlemen sing pretty as well. I appreciate them. I appreciate the way they make these songs come alive. Here's another one off the new CD. This one's called Iron and Stone. Well, I'd rise to the cries from your cradle in the darkness before my alarm, and I'd rock you while you took a bottle, and then watch while you slept in my arms. Well, they called you the runt of the litter, skin stretched over muscle and bone. But I knew that you were no quitter, a will made of iron and stone. And fathers and sons, well, they're never quite done, and you grew in the blink of an eye. But you're everything that I wish I was, my sky blue-eyed boy. Well, I taught you to throw your first baseball. Sports were your thing from the start. You taught me to always be open, while you took everything to your heart. And it hurt you when I left your mother, and you did your best to atone for sins that you had not committed, a pain made of iron and stone. And fathers and sons, well, they're never quite done. One makes the other one cry. But you're everything that I wish I was, my sky blue-eyed boy. Well, it turns out the runt of the litter is taller and stronger than most. But I know your heart's even bigger, and I hope that you'll carry me close. And I wish I could give you the answers. I wish I could see the unknown. I'd replace the teardrops with laughter and love made of iron and stone. And fathers and sons, well, they're never quite done. One needs the other to fly. But you're everything that I wish I was, my sky blue-eyed boy. My sky blue-eyed boy. Thank y'all. Hope somebody's still there.
Oh yeah. We still got about 30 people.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Oh, no problem, Tim.
I have to pay you. You, I have to pay. No.
I didn't know I was getting paid.
Oh, yeah.
I was just doing it because I was a nice guy for the varsity.
Oh, yeah.
And
man.
you are a nice guy.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Paid in belly rubs, James Ricks. Watch yourself.
Paid and belly rubs.
Paid in belly
Nice.
rubs.
As long as it's coming from you, pal.
That's it.
He rolls on his back.
Just
And
don't tell my wife. Okay.
Should see his leg twitch when he
shutting you
starts
two down
scratching
right
behind the
Get a
ear.
room.
There's another one off that new CD. This one's called Part of Your Sky. Oh, I wish I was a cloud so I could be part of your sky. Well, I wish I was a cloud so I could be part of your sky. It might get cold when I'm in town. It might start raining if I cry. And I'd follow you around, secretly and on the slide. Oh, I wish I was a cloud so I could be part of your sky. And I wish I was a bird so I could sing your favorite songs, ones that no one's ever heard, but I bet you'd sing along. And even without any words, they would make you brave and strong. Oh, I wish I was a bird so I could sing your favorite song. How I wish you'd let it go. Oh, I wish you'd let me in. Where it might go, I just don't know, but I sure know where it's been. And Lord, I've had my share of crow, and I know that I have sinned. But babe, I'm asking, can't we try again? Hey! Well, I wish I was the wind so I could whisper in your ear. Then you know what I intend, that you could let go of your fear. And when you feel me on your skin, you'll know that I've always been here. Oh, I wish I was the wind so I could whisper in your ear. Well, I wish I was a cloud so I could be part of your sky. Yeah, good job, man. Whew. You know, I can't emphasize enough that we're not really in top form right now. But man, these guys are just holding it together.
Good, man.
Oh,
You're
I'm
looking
not
good
talking.
on camera.
No. I'm not talking.
Your top
Yeah.
looks healthy. You're good to go.
My top. Oh Lord.
Holidays have been good to both of you
I'm gonna
boys.
shut you down right now. We've got about 3 left for you guys. I hope you'll stick around for it. And I also hope you'll, the point of this is to also raise funds for the Varsity Theater, because they are an important part of this community, and they host so many good artistic endeavors, and it's been tough on them too. Boy, haven't had any programs here really, right?
Yeah, we shut down March 13th, 2020, so we're coming up on that year of, I think we were about 3 or 4 days ahead of the governor shutting everything down. And wow, it's unreal to think that it's been that long. We're coming up on nearly 50 shows of the virtual Varsity. I mean, it's
And those are
cool.
sponsored by
Carbondale
Community Arts and
Carbondale Tourism and
Carbondale Tourism.
Mike Harris at Country Financial.
right on. Thanks to them as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're doing an important thing here, keeping this place going, and we're happy to be here as part of it as well. Here's a song off our very first CD. This one's called Family. Been kicked all around in this dirty town, and if losing was funny, I would be a clown for sure. Yeah, they sure like to laugh at me, and I think about my little baby every day. She's my hop, skip, jumper, and I'm gonna stay with her. Yeah, she sure got my back for me. She's gonna rescue me. We're gonna make it, you'll see. And I don't know what to call her, so I think I'll call her Family. Well, I can't recall a time when things weren't thin, but I turn around and fall in love again with her. Her loving makes me want to stay, and she really don't care that I can't give her much. Well, she's always got a smile on me. She's got an impressive resume. She's gonna rescue me. We're gonna make it, you'll see. And I don't know what to call her, so I think I'll call her Family. Well, I don't know how to fly without her by my side. Wanna try to get us by. Well, it's me and her up against the world. Oh yeah, my, whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know how to fly without her by my side. Gonna try to get us by. Well, it's me and her up against the world. Well, if something didn't hurt, we'd both think we were dead. And it feels like both my boots are filled up with lead today. But I ain't looking for your sympathy, 'cause I got a good woman, tries to keep me strong, makes me take another step when I think I can't go on again. Just look at what she's done for me. She went and rescued me, did it all for free. And I don't know what to call her, so I think I'll call her Family. No, I don't know what to call her, so I think I'll call her family. Oh, I don't know what to call her, so I'm gonna call her family. Right on. Yeah. All right. Well, this has sure been fun. Nate, thanks for having us back, man.
Yeah, man. Always enjoy it. Wally, I don't know which Wally. Could be Hooker, could be somebody else on YouTube coming through saying that they thoroughly enjoyed tonight. And shout out to the Varsity crew. What? It's just me. The sound is stellar! ! And I just luck out working with people who know exactly how they need to sound. So thank you guys for being consummate professionals.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure.
You're doing a great job.
For a Luddite.
Right on. Well, this is a song that's going to be on the new CD as well. This is a song that's about 85.3% true. There's a few little things that have been changed, but it's a song that's kind of this song came right out of my actual family history. And it's called Herbie's Lead Guitar. My grandpa and his brother, they worked there side by side in that number 9 exploratory bituminous mine, and there came another Jew. They did worse than borrowed tools, just waiting on that steam whistle to blow. And then Grandpa, he would strum and sing in the pool halls and the bars with his brother right beside him, picking lead guitar, and they'd play for all the girls, hoping one's heart to unfurl, to be that miner's light when down below. Down in that hole, where you might get used to crying when you're born to mind the cold. In that hole, brother, there's just one thing you should know. That number 9 mine will take your soul. Well, state inspector said that everything was fine and no reason had been found to shut down number 9. And all the miners knew there was nothing they could do. Just to the hell were they to testify. So my grandpa and his brother working side by side in that number 9 now certified bituminous mine, and there came an awful sound and the whole thing tumbled down. One of them would live but one would die. Down in that hole, well, you might get used to dying when you're born to mind the coal. In that hole, mighty coal will cut you like a knife. That number 9 mine will take your life. Hey! Well, they took that boy aside, told him that his dad was dead. But they were wrong, it was his uncle who died instead. And that really happened to my dad. It still makes me sad. His daddy carries Uncle Herbie's name. And I think about my grandpa and Herbie's lead guitar, and how they both were miners who wanted to be stars. And it fills my heart with joy, because to me they kinda are. Who'd have ever thought they would find fame down in that hole, where you might get used to crying when you're born to mind the coal. In that hole, Brother, there's just one thing you should know. That number 9 mine will take your soul. Yeah. All right. Well, we've come to that point in the evening. We have one more song for you guys. Okay. We have, this is a song that came out on our first CD as well. I want to send this out to my love who's at home watching this. This is for you, sweetie. This is called Dandelion, and I want to thank you all again for turning in. And we'll see you out and about somewhere, I hope, as things somewhat return to normal this spring and summer, I hope. Y'all take care of each other. Well, you pop up every April like 1,000 tiny suns. When the warmer days grow longer and the springtime has begun. And all across the rolling fields or in a common sidewalk crack. No matter what I do to you, you just keep coming back. Well, the beauty of a burning bush and the toughness of a weed. The more I try to stamp you out, the more that you succeed. You'll turn your face up to the heavens with your brightly colored mane. Well, there ain't no way you'd smell as sweet by any other name. Dandelion, my dandelion. Honey, I keep pushing you away. You just keep on trying. Dandelion, baby, stop your crying. There ain't nothing in the world compares to my sweet dandelion. Well, you ain't no fragile orchid, you ain't no thorny rose. You ain't no shrinking violet that pops up between my toes. You'll make your home wherever you end up, you just don't give a damn. And the way you bloom amid the doom is hard to understand. But you'll poke your head up through the grass so you can take a peek. And your kiss is soft and gentle when you brush against my cheek. No, it ain't always the ripest grape that makes the finest wine. It's my bright and sunny dandelion who I'll choose every time. Dandelion, my dandelion. Honey, you keep on telling me, and I just keep denying. Dandelion, baby, stop your crying. There ain't nothing in the world compares to my sweet dandelion. And when the days grow colder, I will watch your colors fade. And you'll sleep beneath the snow till you explode like a grenade. But before you go back underground, just tell me you're okay. Because the springtime rolls around again, I'm picking a bouquet of dandelions, of dandelions. Well, you show me how to live again whenever I start dying. Dandelion, baby, I ain't lying. There ain't nothing brightens up my world like my sweet dandelion. My dandelion, my dandelion. Honey, show me how to live again. If if ever I start dying, Dandelion, baby, stop your crying. There ain't nothing brightens up my world like my sweet Dandelion. There ain't no one brightens up my world like my sweet Dandelion. Ooh, you will always be my girl, my sweet Dandelion. Thank you, Varsity.
Thank you.
Ray Maury, James Ricks, Tim Crosby. Thank you all very much.